So hello and welcome back to Let's Play Satisfactory. My name is Gevar and we are building our new base. We have unlocked all the base hub upgrades, so now we are upgrading hub tiers. So I believe the most important upgrades will be logistics for the mergers, splitters and lifts, conveyor walls probably, utility could wait, and also logistic Mark II might be important, but yeah, logistics is the top priority right now, and yeah, I need to increase the power production for our factory, so let's place some biomass burners. And as I said previously, I'm not that concerned about it looking very nicely right now, so yeah, sorry about that. And yeah, I need some cables because we are trying to get through necessary upgrades as soon as possible and later rebuild our base. So yeah. So this is very ugly design, which I do not approve at all. And the power grid and so on and so forth is terrible. I don't know why the biomass burner doesn't see the biomass as relevant item. I think I'll report this. So yeah, if you play early access or experimental, if you go to the menu and go to give feedback, you could send it directly, and I believe they can see all the important stuff of your current gameplay as well. So this is quite good place to report any floating trees or bugs in maps. Highlight. I'm not sure if this is the correct spelling, but I hope they will figure out what I was trying to say them. So yeah, we right now I need to turn on all the stuff that is turned off. So this one is working, this one isn't. This one has a green light, yeah. And what about that? The green and green. Okay. Hi. So also another bug, if I go to the lizard dog inventory and close it, I need to press E once more, so yeah. Okay, this wording is terrible, but yeah. I probably couldn't find a better way to tell it in Polish as well. Maybe I could, but yeah. Actually, I don't need that much biomass. So yeah, let's focus on unlocking stuff. So we need 200 of this. We need 200 of this, which we don't have, and 500 of wires, which we are good on. So while we are waiting for this, we could start making some preparations for our soon-to-be base. Okay, so let's start with the concrete. Let's grab it all. What kind of foundations do I have? I do have the two thicker ones. Unfortunately, this is the night time, so I'm not that happy about going out of the base, because we don't have any weapon. So yeah, oh yeah, space elevator. This is our goal as well. But for both of them we need... So yeah, this is the bug I'm talking about. I still have a cursor on my screen. I need to press E or whatever the interaction button you have to move, to unlock the cursor, unlock the screen. So yeah, I would like to build somewhere around there. So this is the road, and I actually want to keep the roads for my trucks and maybe later railway. So I will be building a little bit above the ground level, but not sure how high. Also there are these arches which might interfere with my building plan, so I need to look around where should I begin my construction. So building in this cliff, in this valley, is probably not the best idea. I want to start building high. not the highest. Oh, there are poisons, flowers. So let's take a look around. Yeah, actually, let's begin our build on this level. This will be our Charterstone, or whatever it's called in English, the first stone of the building. So yeah, this is the place. Let me decide where I would prefer to start my build. So yeah, let's assume this is the furthest northwest I want to have my build, and the rest will be in this direction. And yeah, now the second question is if I want to build in this direction or in that direction. So the plan is, let's assume the plan is I will have a few separate buildings with multiple levels. So for example, one over here, the next to it, and so on, all in the row. On each level there will be a production bus for only one material. So for example, there will be iron plates over here, iron rods over there, and so on. And on the higher levels will be the bus for a different material, but from more or less the same production chain. So for example, if I have iron rod over here, the higher level would be the screws, then the rotors, and all up to the turbo motors production. Yeah, so this is the same as it was in my previous playthrough. The thing I want to improve is to make the first of all the input goes underneath each level. So for example, if this would be the level of my constructors, the belts will go underneath it and will be connected through the lifts from below, and there would be some pathways to make it possible to walk around. So this way there would be no belts at all at the level of the building. And I'm really not sure what YouTuber showed me this first, so I don't and I can't remember the name of none of them except one, and I am pretty sure it wasn't him. So yeah, I don't want to give a fake credits, just not to hurt feelings, the actual author of this. So yeah, so the belts go underneath. The next thing I want to do, in my previous build there was beginning to be a little bit spaghetti belts outside of the building. So what I actually want to do, if the input goes underneath here, the output will go underneath as well. It would be splitted and go above to the container, but underneath it will go to the next room, where there would be some lifts and splitters to move it to the right level. So for example, the plates are needed for the reinforced plates on the second floor, so it would go to the second floor. And then even further away to the diagonal belts, which will put the material in the right building. So for example, reinforced plates will be being produced over there, so it will go straight over there and then to the input to the next level, then to the next building. So yeah, and I'm planning on 4 or 5 different buildings. One for the construction materials, up to the heavy modular frames, one for the turbo motors, one for the supercomputers, and some for the different stuff, because if I want to build supercomputers in one building, it will be, I don't know, 10 stories high. So yeah. So let's continue with these foundations. There are fluffy tail pigs over there and poisonous gas over here. So I would rather finish it right here and later on build further away, but I will need some access point. So maybe let's build just a little bit further to this direction, in this direction. And I will need some kind of ramp for it. And other fluffy tails. So yeah, let's place a ramp. It's just a temporary solution over here. Actually, I will need some perspective for that, so I will move over here. Because I would love to have the possibility to building ramps somehow without this stairs like inconvenience. So they will connect to each other somehow, but yeah. Also I would like to have more shapes and other stuff just for the beautification of factory. I know there are mods for that, but I can't say I'm not a mod person. I used to be modding some stuff. So for example, C5, Civilization 5 that is, but I want to play the game as intended by developers. Yeah, we are not too high. So yeah. Yeah, and this ramp over here, as I said, this is just a temporary solution, but it might stay for a while, at least until we will have some decent production. So yeah, let's go back to our hub, but this will be our base someday. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So how should I get down there? It's not the best place to go down, maybe through here, around this rock. Not really, but closer. So yeah, if we go straight from this ramp, it's almost to this point. So yeah, now I still will be focusing on unlocking some necessary stuff, building the space elevator to unlock tier 3 and 4 and the coal energy. still have some biomass, so let's throw it to the burners. Also, is it... yeah, this is empty. This one is empty as well. And we need more biomass, which is good. So yeah, if you are playing for the first time, the way I find it the most fun to do is to build some basics, so the production will be automated, and then use the spare time to explore a little bit. Other people like to AFK, so not playing the game at all, just running it in the background, but I don't like this solution. So yeah, I'm not saying it's bad, but the game should be interesting to play all the time. It's misses the purposes of the game for me if you have to not play it to have the most of it. But yeah, if you are playing like the relaxed way, so you are playing and doing something else, I don't know, learning guitar, or, talking with a friend, or I don't know what else, exercising, this might be a solution for you. So yeah, oh, okay, so let's go for the plates. Oh, why is it going so slow? Probably I just turned off some crucial part of the chain. Yeah, my bad. So once again, let's do it manually, because I have screwed up. There is no way all the blame is mine. Let's get it from the other mine as well. So yeah, look at this ugliness. There is some beauty to the buildings, some of the buildings on the uneven ground. I like this hearts and this legs or whatever on the ground, especially that they are made this way, that they are longer where they are needed. But yeah, foundations are very useful stuff. So let's have me hold the button and take a sip of the coffee. So there are a few things I'm not sure about yet how I would make them in my factory, especially the lifts. So for example, if I am producing one stuff on the first floor and the second stuff on the second floor, and I need both of them on the third floor, and the lifts would collide with each other. So there are some ways around it, but I'm not sure how I will make it, so not everything is planned. But yeah, I am planning to leave enough space for some flexibility. So for example, even though I could fit the lift in the one foundation wide area, I will leave, for example, 3 foundations wide, just just in case. So yeah, we should be able to unlock this stuff right now. And we...
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge and split to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory.
I might be picking this utility just for the biofuel. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. So I will need some plates and rods and copper, but I can't place them in the next 2 minutes. So there is some stuff to analyze.
Additional samples are required for R&D to continue developing a defense-oriented blueprint. The creature has been named Phacocoirus plumbiuscata, or fluffy-tailed hog.
So yeah, let's go back and or maybe we should explore in the second direction. Somewhere into the forest, just because to satisfy my curiosity. Oh, maybe up the stream. It's safe in that way that it's easier to find a way back home. Also, there are usually some mushrooms along the water. So yeah, some biome tips. Mushrooms likes water, berries likes grass or woods, and nuts likes desert. And I'm swimming down the stream, but if there is not too high waterfall, we should be safe. So the waterfall is actually quite high. There is beautiful waterfall in front, but I won't be jumping down there. So let's actually go the upstream as planned before. So yeah, lots of mushrooms alongside the river. And I like the fact that this lake is so deep, so close to the actual since we are here, let's grab these materials and place them in the next milestone. A little bit more wire.
Milestone exchange concluded. Fix-it freighter re-entry complete.
We don't have enough of... So we will need this one as well. So let's drop the stuff. And this could wait. And this one could wait as well. This one is quite useful. So let's drop the stuff. This I haven't used the jump pads at all, but maybe someday in the future. This one is my favorite for beautification. I love the pathways, and logistics is needed, but we will need some rotors for this. So yeah, we need some plates. But yeah, still some time to wait, so there is actually no way upstream, or is it over there? It looks like there is no upstream way. So let's stick to the walls of this valley, take a look around, grab some leaves. Soon enough the biomass will be burning as hell. So there is some kind of road, and I believe it leads, yeah, it leads west, so to the desert. And yeah, we could go upstream over here, grab some mushrooms, and also we should be on the look for the geyser, for crash sites, because crash sites provide hard drives, and hard drives, there is no collision with this geyser. Crash site provides hard drives, and hard drives provide alternate recipes for stuff, and alternate recipes in most cases are better than the normal. Either they are more cost effective or quicker. So yeah, beautiful place. I want to climb there because I have a feeling that there will be a slug somewhere around here. I don't know if I can actually get there. So we have got there on this cliff, but there's probably no way to jump over there. So if you've got some construction materials on yourself, you could easily construct your paths to different places. Oh, there is a slug over there, and there is a fluffy tail over there as well. I probably couldn't get to this because I have no chainsaw, and also I'm not in the mood for fighting. So yeah, let's go back home. Yeah, I said not in the mood, but it appears that the fluffy tail is in the mood, so since it's gone anyways, it might be a good idea to try to grab this slug and all the bacon shrooms. So yeah, without a chainsaw I can't grab it, so no reward here, only pain. These are curious. I don't think they do anything. This is the iron ore, so I don't need it. Take a look at this. Yeah, they don't do anything. But it's getting dark, so I should probably head home. Okay, so there is an arc over here, so maybe some reward there. Let me turn off the sprint. And yeah, another tip, if you are playing the game, change it in your menu, so that you don't have to hold shift or other key to sprint, rather and make it so you just have to push the button once. So yeah, floating berry. So yeah, once again. And I am lost. If there would be no compass, I would die. Yeah, also gather all the strange materials you could find, because sometimes they unlock research in MAM, and this research gives you different items, weapons, etc. Don't underestimate the personal storage containers, because they have more space than the actual regular container, and they are much smaller. So if you are not using them for automation, you could
R&D wishes me to tell you these colored petals are useful for two things: dating and creating color cartridges. Mandatory reminder that you are under 24/7 surveillance. The derived blueprint is now accessible in HUD Tier 2.
So what was I talking about? I can't remember what I was talking about. Personal storage containers. They are good for storing stuff that you are not using in production chains. The only downside of them is the fact that they don't have the belt input-output. Yeah, I should have. I should be researching right now. And this is the downside of the biomass generators. The biofuel is quite efficient in the energy production, but you have to feed it manually.
Milestone reached. You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure.
Speaking of which, I should take away all the biomass.
Additionally, you can now build the space elevator, which is integral to your contribution to project assembly.
This one, no fuel. Yeah, so now I will be creating. What do you have for me, Dogo? Thank you. This is useless. So this one is not needed, this one it will be needed, and yeah, let's craft the biofuel. So yeah, I think the forest start is the best, the most convenient. But actually it's up to you. And I like no, I don't have any space, so let's actually create some biofuel to unlock this inventory space. I like to build organically, so use the natural features and have them as challenges for my build. I'm not a huge fan of building a base high above the ground level, but it looks like this base will be something I am criticizing. Yeah, we will see that, because I have some plans for stuff that will be happening underneath the base level. This will be my input-output area, place for the trucks to drive and so on and so forth. So yeah, I'm not a 100% hypocrite, I'm just like 75% hypocrite. Hippo. So we do have 6 generators, so I need 6 stacks of biofuel. Okay, but let's actually use all the biomass we have. Okay, and let's power up the stuff back. Okay, and now let's keep unlocking the milestones and maybe construct the space elevator if we would have enough materials, but we won't anytime soon. Yeah, we need more iron plates. Hi Doggy, you don't have anything for me. That's a shame. So yeah, what can we construct now? So we've got new foundations, lifts, splitters, mergers, some kind of walls. Unfortunately those all needs the plates, which we are short of, I believe. But yeah, this will be it for today's episode, so let's end it with oomph. And see you next time.
Milestone reached. To ensure optimal use of space, navigation and tidiness,